For the longest time, my mornings were a mess. I'd wake up already tired, already behind, already stressed, and I couldn't understand why my days felt chaotic even before they started. Looking back now, it makes total sense. I had a whole collection of tiny morning habits that seemed harmless, but they were low-key draining my energy and setting the tone for an unproductive, anxious day. For example, I used to grab my phone the second my eyes opened. I'd still be half asleep, scrolling through notifications, checking messages, peeking at social media, and suddenly my brain was in 10 different directions before my feet even touched the floor. It felt like I was borrowing stress from the future and dumping it straight into my morning. And then there were the other habits, like skipping breakfast because I was in a rush, even though the rush was usually caused by me lying in bed too long, or waking up at the last possible minute, practically launching myself into the day with zero transition time, or immediately thinking about everything I didn't do yesterday, starting the day with guilt instead of intention. Sometimes I'd even replay stressful conversations in my head as if my brain just loved chaos for breakfast. All of these little things, the overstimulation, the rushing, the negative thoughts, the lack of grounding, they added up. They made me more anxious, more overwhelmed, less focused, less emotionally stable throughout the day, and honestly, they lowered my confidence because every day felt like a fight I wasn't prepared for. But things shifted once I finally admitted to myself. My mornings weren't broken. My habits were. And rebuilding my morning routine was honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made. These next habits have completely changed my productivity, my mood, and my energy. And the crazy thing is, none of them take more than a few minutes. So, let's get into the 7 morning habits that transformed my life. 1. Drinking warm water with lemon. Simple, but it hits different. It wakes up your system gently, hydrates your body after hours of sleep, and signals your brain, hey, we're starting fresh. It's like giving your body a soft good morning hug instead of a caffeine punch to the face. 2. No phone for the first 20 to 30 minutes. This one alone increased my productivity more than any planner or app ever did. When you avoid immediate dopamine spikes from social media or messages, your mind stays calm and centered. It boosts emotional resilience and prevents your brain from slipping into stress mode before you're ready. 3. Light morning movement. Not a workout, just movement, stretching, walking, mobility, anything that gently tells your body, we're awake now. This boosts serotonin and dopamine naturally, and it's honestly one of the fastest ways to improve your mood for the entire day. 4. 1 minute of deep breathing. I used to think breathing exercises were extra, but they changed my mornings. Just 1 intentional minute lowers anxiety, boosts mental clarity, and stops that chaotic mind sprint we all do first thing in the morning. 5. Making my bed. It sounds tiny, but making my bed gives me an instant win. It builds discipline, creates structure, and helps my brain shift from sleep mode into productive mode. Plus, a tidy space equals a tidy mind. 6. A 2-minute plan for the day. Not a long to-do list, just the top 1 to 3 things I truly want to get done. This gives your brain direction, reduces overwhelm, and boosts focus like crazy. It stops you from spending the whole day reacting instead of leading. And 7. A morning moment of gratitude or intention. This one changed my emotional baseline. Taking 30 seconds to think about one good thing or choosing the kind of energy you want to carry today, it shifts your mindset in a real, measurable way. It rewires your brain for long-term happiness and helps you resist the stress that normally sneaks in first thing in the morning. Ever since I started doing these 7 habits, my days feel drastically different. I feel more grounded, more energized, more productive, and honestly more myself. My mood stays more stable, I get more done in less time, and the small things don't throw me off as easily. And the best part? You don't need a 2-hour morning routine. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't even need to wake up earlier. You just need a few intentional minutes that support your mind instead of overwhelm it. If you start even 2 or 3 of these habits tomorrow morning, you're going to feel the difference in your focus, in your energy, and in your overall sense of calm. Here's your reminder. You deserve mornings that support you. You deserve days that feel clear and productive, and you deserve a life that feels balanced, starting from the moment you wake up. Let's build mornings that make us stronger, happier, and more in control.